Hey guys, in this video we're going to draw Steve from the Minecraft movie. I hope you're going to follow along with me. Let's get started. First I want to give you a quick preview of how Steve turned out at the very end of this lesson. I hope you're really excited to follow along with me. I'm using markers to draw in color with and also marker paper to draw on, but you can use whatever you have at home. You can use colored pencils or even crayons. This lesson is perfect for artists of all ages. Remember to have fun and practice. Don't worry about making your drawing look exactly like mine. Let's start by drawing his nose in the middle of our paper, but towards the top so that we have room for his whole body. And we're going to draw our cartoon version of Jack Black or Steve. And we're going to start by drawing a little oval shape for his nose. And then let's draw his eyes. We're going to draw big circles. I'm going to draw another circle the same size to match. And we're going to draw really surprised or big eyes. We're going to draw another smaller circle inside. And then let's draw another small circle for the highlight, but then color in the big circle. And if I ever go too fast, or if you need more time, remember you can pause the video. All right, now let's draw his mouth. We're going to start by drawing a smile right here. I'm going to draw him really happy. And let's also draw his beard and the shape of his face. So we're going to start here. We'll draw a line down and to match on the other side. Okay, now let's draw his really big beard. We're going to draw it curly, so we're going to draw big bumps like this. We're going to come all the way around. And some of the bumps you could draw bigger and some you could draw smaller. Mix it up and change each size. There we go. It's starting to already look like him. Okay, now we're going to draw his hair. I'm going to start right here in the middle, and we're going to draw an S curve. So we'll curve up, and then we'll curve the other direction or down, and then we'll connect out to the side. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We'll draw curving up, down, and then out to the side. Okay, and then we can draw the outside of his hair, and it was pretty messy. So we're going to draw a curve coming up to kind of match. We'll curve out, and then we'll draw a little zigzag right here. And then we can do the same thing on this side. Draw it coming out, zigzag. And then we can draw curves going the other way. Maybe curve out again. We'll curve back in and add some zigzags at the bottom and connect in. Don't worry about making these look exactly the same. Just kind of make the zigzags to end into his beard. Okay, and then we can do the same thing over here. Curve out and then start adding some of those zigzags and into his beard. Let's also add some ears. We could draw a curve out and then we'll connect back in for his ear. We could do the same thing over here and then connect in for his ear. Now for his beard, let's draw his line coming down right here on the sides from his ears. And then we can draw his mustache curving up and then connecting to the nose. And we can do the same to match over here. Now let's also draw his eyebrows. We could draw it curving over his eyes, and then we can make them bigger by adding the top of his eyebrow curving around and connecting to the other side. Okay, now let's draw his body. And we're kind of running out of room because we drew his head so big, but we can fit it in. We're going to draw his body kind of smaller. So we'll leave a little space on each side, and we're going to draw curving down on both sides. And then we'll connect these two lines together for the bottom of his short sleeve sweater or vest thing that he was wearing. We can draw another line down for a little detail on his sweater or the bottom of it. There we go. And then it was also a V-neck. So let's add a letter V right here in the middle below his beard. Let's also add another V just outside of that for the little design going around the collar. Okay, now we can draw his legs. Let's start here. We'll draw two lines down, one on each side or the outside of his legs. And then we can draw a line right here in the middle. And then we're going to draw his pant legs coming down on both sides. Now we can draw the bottom of his pants. We'll connect each leg together. And then we can draw his boots. Let's draw them curving out to the side and over here too. And then we can draw the heel of his boot And then let's draw the bottom of his shoes. We'll draw a short line in first for the heel. Then we can go up a little. And then we'll connect to his toes. And same over here. Let's make these a little taller by adding the bottom of his shoes. And we'll just match that same line that we already drew. We can also add pockets to his jeans. We'll draw little curves in each corner. And now we need to draw his arms. Let's draw his shoulder curving out. And we'll draw his shoulder curving out and down on this side too. And then we can draw the bottom of his sleeves. So we'll draw 2 lines on the bottom and then one above it. Now let's draw his arms. We'll start by drawing the outside of his arm coming down further out of the sleeve. And then we can draw the inside of his arm coming down to match where his wrist would be. And I think I drew the left side a little longer, so I'm gonna match. There we go. Okay, now let's draw his thumb. We're gonna draw the letter U. And on this side, we're gonna draw the letter U going the other direction. And then we can draw his first finger. So we're gonna curve down from his thumb, and then we'll curve back up. And we can do the same thing to match over here. And then we're gonna add 2 more fingers on each side. We're not gonna draw all 5 fingers. We'll just, so there's 1. And then we'll draw the last finger and we're gonna curve up to his wrist. And we can do the same thing over here. So 1 finger and then 1 more to curve into his wrist. And we did it! We finished drawing Steve. He looks really cool, except we're not completely done. We still need to color him. This part will fast forward, but at the end you can pause the video to match my same coloring. All right, let's speed things up. We did it, we finished coloring Steve and he looks so much better colored in. I always hope you'll take extra time to color your drawings and even add a background. That would really complete your drawings. You can also pause the video right now to match my same coloring. I use my markers to color with, and for the beard, I use a light gray and also a medium gray to kind of give it that unique texture that Steve has in the movie. I also use the darker blue to add texture to the shirt and also a medium gray to add some shading on the face and also under the sleeves and the beard. This makes the drawing look a little more 3D. Also, the next time you draw Steve, you could draw him holding a pickaxe or something else from Minecraft. And I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me and drawing Steve, and we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye.